A lot of people are asking me about all the parasites going around and what to do about it. And while you're at it, you might as well do this too. Flush stuff out. Remember, parasites are through your entire digestive. They're not just in your stomach. They're in your 50 feet of plumbing down there. All your intestines are filled with them, so they're everywhere. So you got to clear out that whole pathway. The big part at the end, the large colon, this is the best way to flush stuff out. So you should be doing this whenever you're sick, whenever you have, diarrhea, food poisoning, constipation, you just feel run down, you have a headache. Yes, I made a video about migraines being a big cause of being stopped up somewhere. This is the best way to clear it all out. Enema. CaraEnema.com. And of course, the parasite formula. Remember, parasites, they love what you love. They eat what you eat. Their main food supply that they love the most is what you love the most. Sugar and flour and wheat and bread and anything baked in an oven. They love that. That's what they feed on. So you can't get rid of them if you're feeding them at the same time. So you can't just take something to try to kill them. You also have to stop feeding them. Because like I said, I say this all the time, you can't put out a fire with water if you're pouring gasoline on the fire at the same time. The gasoline is actually more powerful than the water. So you can't keep feeding them and giving them strength to survive while you're taking these herbs. You have to stop feeding them also. So cut the sugar, cut the orange juice, cut the bread, cut the fruit juice, cut the sweet stuff. Yes, that means the mangoes and the bananas and the cookies and the crackers and the cakes and the pies and all that stuff. At least while you're trying to get rid of these guys. Really important to stop feeding them while you're trying to usher them out the back door. This stuff is designed to kill things, but remember, you can't kill something that's being strengthened and boosted and fed at the same time. Doesn't mean salad is bad. I mean, God, you go out in nature, you pick an apple off a tree, there could be something on that. You pick some lettuce out of the garden, there could be something. It's part of nature. I mean, this is normal to have this stuff. The problem is people nowadays in the modern world, their stomach acid is so weak because your stomach acid is supposed to be the first line of defense that's supposed to kill anything that goes in there. It's supposed to be a boiling pot of acid, but most people have very weak stomach acid. Why? Well, like I've said before, bread is a sponge that soaks up that stomach acid, and it also feeds yeast. H. pylori is a bacteria that corkscrews into the walls of your stomach, which feeds on the stuff that you like. But in order to survive the stomach, it actually emits ammonia, which cancels out your stomach acid, so you have low stomach acid so it can survive. So again, you have to stop feeding them. You can't just take something to try to wipe them out. If you were out in nature, yeah, there's bacteria, there's parasites everywhere. They would be on the food. They would be on the stuff that you pick and eat. But they would die in your stomach acid unless you had low stomach acid. And if you were living in nature, in the jungle, you wouldn't be eating bread and pasta and cereal and cookies and crackers and pies and pizza. It's not in nature. It doesn't exist. So you wouldn't have low stomach acid. And actually, bitter stuff helps improve it. As you know, vitamin C, which is in fresh fruits and vegetables that you pick out. You saw the last video, didn't you? Vitamin C starts depreciating the minute you start picking something and it starts going away. Well, you need vitamin C for stomach acid. And if you buy something in a store that's been picked a week ago, you have very low vitamin C. So have your vitamin C too. All right, well, I dragged this out as long as I should. There you go. Okay, bye.